Naomi had lost everything. Her husband, gone. Her sons, gone. Her future, shattered. And standing beside her was a young widow with every reason to walk away. But she didn't. This is Ruth's story. There was a time when Naomi's life was full. She had a husband, a home, 2 sons. But famine came, and everything changed. They left their homeland, searching for food, for survival, for hope. They settled in a foreign land. Her sons grew and married, and for a moment, it felt like life was beginning again. Then suddenly, Naomi's husband died. The grief was heavy, but she still had her sons. Until she didn't. One after the other, both sons died too. Silence filled the home where laughter once lived. 3 widows remained: Naomi, Orpah, and Ruth. Naomi couldn't stay there anymore. There was nothing left for her, so she decided to return home, to Bethlehem. But she turned to the young women and said, "Go back, return to your families. May you find new husbands, new lives." They wept. They didn't want to leave her, but Naomi insisted, "Why stay with me? I have nothing left to give you." Orpah, with tears in her eyes, kissed Naomi goodbye and walked away. But Ruth didn't move. Naomi looked at her and said, "Look, your sister-in-law has gone back. Go with her." But Ruth stepped closer. "Don't ask me to leave you." Her voice steady but full of emotion.
"Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people shall be my people, and your God will be my God."
She wasn't choosing comfort. She was choosing love. She was choosing loyalty. She was choosing a future she couldn't see. And Naomi said nothing more. Together, they walked back to Bethlehem. When they arrived, people barely recognized Naomi. "Is this really her?" they whispered. Naomi answered them with pain in her voice.
"Don't call me Naomi. Call me Mara, because my life has become bitter."
She had left full and returned empty. But Ruth refused to let their story end there. She went out into the fields, asking for permission to gather leftover grain. It was the lowest work, following behind harvesters, picking what others dropped. Under the hot sun, with tired hands, she worked. Not for herself, but for Naomi. Day after day, no complaints, no recognition, just quiet, faithful love. One day, the owner of the field arrived. His name was Boaz. He looked over the workers, and then his eyes rested on Ruth. "Who is she?" he asked. They answered, "That's Ruth, the one who stayed with Naomi, the one who left everything to care for someone else." Boaz watched her, not her appearance, her character. So he approached her gently. "I've heard everything you've done," he said. "How you cared for Naomi, how you left your home." Then he did something unexpected. He protected her. He told his workers not to harm her. He made sure she had water. He even told them to leave extra grain behind for her. Kindness, meeting kindness. That evening, Ruth returned home with more than enough. Naomi was surprised. "Where did you gather all this?" she asked. And when she heard it was Boaz, something shifted. Hope. For the first time in a long time. That night, Naomi sat quietly, thinking. Then she turned to Ruth and said, "My daughter, it's time I find you a home. Boaz's family, a redeemer, someone who could restore their future. Then Naomi gave Ruth careful instructions. Tonight, he will be at the threshing floor. Wash, put on your best clothes, and go quietly. Wait until he lies down, then go to him. That night, everything was still. Boaz lay down to rest, and in the quiet darkness, Ruth approached. Carefully, respectfully, she lay at his feet and waited. In the middle of the night, Boaz woke suddenly. "Who is there?" And Ruth answered softly, "It is me, Ruth." Then she said, "Spread your covering over me, for you are my Redeemer." Boaz sat up, taking in her words. "May you be blessed," he said. "You have shown even greater kindness now." But then he told her something important.
There is another man closer than I am. If he chooses to redeem you, let him. But if not, I will.
The next morning, Boaz went to the city gate. He called the other Redeemer and witnesses. He explained everything. At first, the man agreed, but when he realized the full responsibility, he stepped back. "I cannot do it." And just like that, the opportunity passed to Boaz. In front of everyone, Boaz made it official. "I will redeem her. I will take Ruth as my wife." And so Ruth, the woman who once had nothing, was given a new beginning, a family, a future, a place to belong. Ruth's story didn't change because life was easy. It changed because she chose differently. When she had every reason to walk away, she stayed. When she had nothing, she still gave. And in the end, her quiet kindness changed everything. Because sometimes the smallest acts of love lead to the greatest destinies.